believe we are live. So, without further ado, I see we had one person already comment, and on in here, let me go ahead and make sure that's working. Gojira851, what's up, man? And we already have a like, but nobody's in here yet. At least it doesn't show on my end, but Gojira851 commented before the stream started. So, without further ado, you guys, what's going on, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today for trying to get the camera centered here. Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 18, the first segment. What's going on, guys? Glad to be here for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, like always. Probably look a little bit different because I got some new glasses. So we got that going on today. And let's see, Loosely Collected, what's up? Glad to have you people on in here. We got 3 people in here, 1 like. Thank you guys very much. Don't forget to always atomic blast that like button. I appreciate the support, appreciate the feedback. Like always with Kaiju Chill O'Clock, you guys, it's a go with the flow kind of show. And, nothing really on the table today. I do have some movies that I had in mind that I wanted to watch, but before we get fired up, we'll wait till maybe a few people enter on in, and then we'll get started on like some of today's topics, what to talk about. But like always, for you guys, always feel free to comment. If you have questions, you guys want to talk about a figure, you guys have a topic you want to talk about. You guys want to take a look at a figure more closely. You guys want me to talk about a personal figure of mine more closely. Anything's possible. If you guys wanted to listen to a vinyl record, even though we've listened to not all of them, but maybe you guys want to listen to one. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys are hanging out with me. That's what Kaiju Chill O'Clock is all about. Just a chance to sit down with me, hang with me for a little bit, talk with me, and just talk about what's going on and just have a good old fun time. We got 4 people in here, 3 likes. Thank you guys so much already. I can't say it enough. Thank you all so much. Gojira851, did I see the 25 centimeter? Yes, the Godzilla and the Rodan from, I think that's 65 actually, because I think it's supposed to, it's kind of collaborating with X Plus released their, or at least on the Japan website, they released their Godzilla versus Monster Zero, the alien, I don't know if it's actually the controller, but they released one of the, aliens from Planet X. I'm waiting for that, though, to pop up on the US website. So, I definitely want to get the controller, the Planet X alien. I definitely want that. Monster Report, glad to hang here with Godzilla fan freaks on Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Thank you, Monster Report. Nick, I'm glad you're here because in honor of you actually today, I'm going to be sitting down and having on in the background and watching while I'm chatting with you guys Varan the Unbelievable. I thought, it's been a minute since I've watched Varan. I'll watch it in honor of the Monster Report. So we're going to have Varan on the telly today. And yes, Sci-Fi Nerds, I finally made it. I'm at work, so I'll watch as much as I can. Hey, that's understandable, man. My schedule is weird. Again, Thursdays and Fridays are my weekend. My work week starts on Saturday. So, I do apologize that the Kaiju Chill O'Clock schedule can't really fit for everybody. But I'm glad for people who are able to tune in. And if you're at work and you have a chance, I thank you. But, don't get in trouble or anything on my account, okay? My schedule is the one that's all kind of wacky, And then Gojira85165, you're right, yep. And then Monster Report, great choice. And then Sci-Fi Nerds, Varan. And then Lucy Collected, I'll have to get ready for work soon too. It's not your guys' fault, okay? I work with what I can with my schedule. So that's what I have to do. Time zone also cuts into time. Yeah, you got to think time zones are different. no matter what time I host Kaiju Chill O'Clock. I know it's not going to be perfect for everybody, but I do appreciate those who do chime in. You guys are awesome. Again, you guys make the show what it is. You guys, keep it going. And the engagement is already great. So yeah, gonna be watching Varan today, and maybe on the next segments, I'm thinking maybe a Showa Gamera film. I'm thinking maybe my favorite Showa Gamera, Gamera versus Gauss. We'll see. But yeah, no, as far as like things to talk about and everything like that, I forgot to say it last week because I was so hyped up and excited with all the War of the Gargantua stuff that was going on last week with the record and whatnot. And I actually forgot to mention, but I do want to give a shout out to you guys, my friends, my fans, my audience. You guys are just awesome and amazing. And I always tell you guys that, but this one is an extra special thank you because I did notice last week on the Facebook page for Godzilla Fan Freaks, the amount of likes and follows was like, I was getting like one after another there for almost a good, almost for like the whole day. Maybe it was almost 2 days. Like I noticed growth over on the Facebook page. So again, I want to thank you guys. I did a post about it on the Facebook page, maybe for those of you who follow and saw, but I appreciate that so much. And just know that I notice everything. I notice all your guys' comments. I notice the likes, the amount of people subscribing, following, this, that, and all I have to say is thank you. None of that will ever go unnoticed with me. I will always let you guys know, notify you guys, let you guys know my appreciation. Always am going to comment, talk with you guys. If you guys message me through Facebook, if you message me through Instagram, whatever it may be, I'm always going to be there to respond to you guys because I love engaging with you guys. You guys are just great. You guys are awesome. And yeah, so that's what I kind of wanted to start the show off with today. Just letting you guys know I noticed that growth on the Facebook page, and I can't thank you all enough. You guys are awesome, and all I can say is continue to let friends know, fellow other collectors, hey, do you know Godzilla Fan Freaks? Check him out. I appreciate all the positive input. I appreciate, just all the support. It's just really nice to see. Let's see, Sci-Fi Nerds. I'm allowed to use my electronics at work. Hey, man, that's always nice. Lucy Collected. The biggest issue I have at work is if I have the signal to watch, but I can generally watch stuff between samples. There you go. Okay, cool. But so yeah, that's the one thing I wanted to start off with. Is I forgot to say it last week, but thank you guys again. My audience, and just continue to spread the word because Godzilla Fan Freaks is expanding a little bit. Everything that I've been doing with the Monster Report. Hopefully, the gears are still slowly turning and starting on my next Tucson Kaiju Festival. What else has been going on? I've been in talks with one of my local buddies who is a local independent artist, and he's going to be doing some artwork for Godzilla Fan Freaks. So there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. The growth is happening. Godzilla Fan Freaks has been around for almost 10 years. And I feel like now with everything established the way it is, Godzilla Fan Freaks is like starting to expand after that amount of time. Now, am I getting a little ego big-headed? Not at all. I still am not monetized on here. Nothing. I do this because I enjoy it, and I do it because you guys enjoy it. That's what Godzilla Fan Freaks has always been about, and Godzilla Fan Freaks is going to stay that way, you guys. And, it's by Godzilla Fan Freaks is by a fan, for a fan, and I thank you guys so much for everything, even though your support, the likes and everything, it doesn't get me any income or anything like that, but I appreciate it just for seeing it. That's basically what I'm saying. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. And then Lucy Collected said, cool, awesome, yes. Let me flip the camera a couple times here for you guys. And we are going to get started on today with Varan. I think the subtitles are automatically on. Let's see. Yeah, it's fine. English subtitles. I'm just making sure. Sometimes when you start these Japanese movies, the settings aren't always correct, and it'll just throw you into a Japanese movie with no subtitles. I've actually had that happen. So I always double check my setup and make sure everything's good. But yeah, so we're going to be watching Varan today on Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Well, you guys aren't because YouTube's stupid. And you guys want to hear how stupid YouTube is? Man, you guys, I just want to get the title card. Just want to get the title card for you guys, and then I'll flip it back around to me. That way YouTube doesn't ping me for something because, okay, on the topic, guys, YouTube is dumb. So you guys know that I've talked about copyright claims on my videos. Sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes they'll copyright claim me for the vinyl records that I've been playing. Sometimes they'll copyright claim me for showing the TV too long for footage, which they actually, YouTube cut my stream when I was watching Final Wars. And it was just not even a minute worth of Final Wars. And it was like, it wasn't even, I don't even think it was like maybe even 15 seconds. I don't know. It was weird. But that was like the first time that it's ever cut me that quickly. But aside all that, YouTube's dumb. All right? Here's how I can say YouTube is dumb. And why it shouldn't be ran by AI, computer, whatever it is. Because it hurts content creators like myself who are doing this to have fun. We're not doing this to pirate, crap. We're not doing this to break the rules. You know what I mean? Last week, we listened to the entire record set for War of the Gargantuas. Do you think I got a copyright claim for that Kaiju Chill O'Clock at all? No. Listen to the entire soundtrack of War of the Gargantuas. No copyright claim. But on some of the others where we only listen to maybe part of a record or even little bit of footage, copyright claim. I'm kind of done. That's what I mean. Like, I don't care about the copyright claims anymore. Like, I'm not monetized. I don't care, but it's like, that is so dumb. Like, it made no sense to me. I thought for sure I was going to get a copyright claim because War of the Gargantua soundtrack is awesome. It's amazing. We listened to the whole thing. I was like, yeah, they're going to ting me for this one. Nope, nothing. Nothing at all. Ridiculous. Monster Report, how stupid is YouTube? Here you go. YouTube threw a rock at the ground and missed. Oh, man, Nick, perfect. I love it. But, yes. So, that's also another thing I wanted to talk about. As far as figures and everything go, Gojira851 mentioned X Plus dropping a 25 centimeter set of the Godzilla and Rodan from Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. I believe they're doing that to coincide with their release of the Planet X alien. I don't know if it's actually the controller or not, because they all kind of look the same. But they are releasing a Planet X alien. And that's kind of for their new line where they do more of the human characters and whatnot. I do kind of kick myself for not picking up the Sarazawa in the diving suit with the oxygen destroyer. But Sarazawa dropped at a time to where there was other things. And one of them was the Godzilla vs. Ebra set that I keep talking about that I ordered. So I kind of went with that, but there was a lot at the time that I wanted to get. I wanted to get the D4 Real Titanosaurus. I wanted to get the Sarazawa in the diving suit, but I went for the Godzilla and Ebra set just because I really, really wanted that. I really wanted them all, but I wanted that one the most. So I went with that. But now that the controller's going to be coming out and hopefully hitting the US Rick site here pretty soon, I'm really hoping that nothing else pops up recently that I'm going to be like, oh, I need to get that too, because I do want the Planet X alien. I do want to have him on the shelf in the collection in there for sure. That's too hard to pass up. Loosely collected, YouTube stood out in the rain, tipped its head back, and figured to figure the rain out and drowned. Zillafan85, what's up, man? I'm just stopping in a few minutes while you're on break. That's cool, man. I was just talking about how I know Kaiju Chill O'Clock's hard for other people to fit in. You know, it's my schedule that's weird. I'm off Thursdays and Fridays, so it's the best I can do. But again, I appreciate for those who chime in. I appreciate for those who are here, even if you're only here for a short time. But yeah, so looking forward to the X Plus Planet X alien. Definitely gonna pick that up. Did pre-order the SH Monster Arts Hedra set finally. I did that the other day. So, that'll eventually be coming in from Amazon. I think it's scheduled for delivery like September 19th. So not this coming week, but the week after, that should be here. Of course, next week, if everything goes accordingly and nothing comes up, on the 15th, that will be the X Plus Gigantic Mechagodzilla that I'm getting from a local buddy of mine. That'll be the box day for that. He'll be hand delivering it to me, and we're going to throw together a box day with a skit and have a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that this next week. And what else? What else do I want to talk about? I do want to talk about Waxwork Records. I don't know if I want to do that now or if I want to wait for maybe a few more people to get on in here. We're not doing bad. We got 6 people on in here. At least that's what it shows on my end. 3 likes. Again, you guys, like always, atomic blast that like button. Appreciate the support. And let me see. What else do I want to talk about? I definitely... Oh, Zillafan85. Big comment. Zillafan85, it's a great set. I'm really glad I pulled the trigger to get it myself, so congrats on the order for the Hedra set. I'm debating on selling my movie Monster Series Hedra if anyone is interested. That's a good Bandai. It's not a bad Bandai, so there you guys go. Support a local collector. Get something from another collector. If anyone's interested. It's a good Hedra. I have one. And today we're just watching Varan, the Unbelievable, in honor of the Monster Report. But see, maybe sometimes I need to write things down because I did have some things I wanted to talk to you about. Talked about X Plus. I thanked you guys because I noticed the growth over on the Facebook page. Thank you guys again for that. What else do I want to talk about? Stupid YouTube with their bullcrap. Again, I couldn't believe I didn't get a copyright claim last week. They give me copyright claims for the stupidest things, but things that I actually get away with, they don't. And that doesn't make sense to me. Good job, YouTube. X Plus, thank you, YouTube dumb. I do want to talk about Waxworks. Let me just get into that while I'm thinking about other things I wanted to talk about. Fred is also here for Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Like always, 3 weeks in a row, he's sacked out. I don't know what it is. He's finally like, okay, I'm over Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Yes, I know everybody loves me, and I'm basically a pet celebrity, but I don't care. Hey, you're probably going to get a t-shirt down the road. You're probably going to be turned into like a cat kaiju destroying a city. Fred, Kaiju Chill O'Clock t-shirt. Would you like that? No? Okay. But, so Waxwork Records. They are on a roll with their Kaiju vinyl records. They are just... That Kaiju train is not slowing down anytime soon over there. But I want to talk about their most recent release. If you guys don't know, Waxwork Records recently released today, a couple hours ago, Monster Report got that Blu-ray disc that has Varan, Goliath, Space Amoeba. Unfortunately, no English dubbed or subs. Yeah, I know. I wanted to pick that Blu-ray up, but that's kind of what stopped me. Because I've seen Varan, and I've seen it enough times that I know what... You know how you've watched the Japanese movies with subs enough that you could probably watch it without subtitles? And even though you don't speak Japanese, you know what's going on? Out of all the movies that came out in that Blu-ray set, the only one I've seen the most amount is Varan. I've seen Space Amoeba maybe twice. I've seen Gorath once. What was the other one? Dogora. That one I think I also saw maybe once a really, really long time ago. But that's good to know the picture quality's good and everything. But that's what stopped me from picking it up, is because I've only seen the other movies a few times, and you know, I would want to be able to see them more, and then maybe that would have made me purchase it, because it's like, okay, I know what's going on, I know what people are saying, you know, this is fine. So unfortunately, not going to be adding that to my collection. But that's great to know, Nick, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. That's awesome. Let me see, though. Waxworks. So, topic, Waxworks Records. They dropped one of their new Kaiju vinyls today. They released the Godzilla vs. Kong soundtrack. Now, if you know me, I've been on fire with the Kaiju vinyl record releases. I've pretty much gotten everything from Mondo and Waxworks. That's Kaiju monster related soundtracks. I saw your comment. I'll get to it in a second, Nick. And with this release, though, I was thinking about getting it, but since they announced it, and since I've had a little bit of time to sleep on it, I've decided to pass. But let me tell you why. It's a really cool item. Just because I'm into the vinyl record collecting for Kaiju movies and everything right now, it's kind of hard to pass on it. But at the same time, I'm going to explain why I'm passing on it. The vinyl records themselves look beautiful. I love the colorways. I love the way the vinyl records look. But the issue with me lies in the weight. And what I mean by that is when Godzilla vs. Kong, when I first saw it and the other times after that I saw it in theaters and everything, I've enjoyed it. You know, it's a good, fun popcorn movie. Turn off your brain and just have a blast. But one of the only parts of the movie I did not enjoy was the score. The score has good tracks, don't get me wrong, but the score is too small. And the record that they released at Waxwork is a double record set, so you get two records. But really, there's not a lot of music. You know, the first record has 5 on one side, 5 on another. And then the next record has 4 on one side and 1 song on the last side. I feel like they could have maybe even almost put everything on one record, double-sided. You know what I mean? But to me, there's just not enough. You know, the thing that got really stale with Godzilla vs. Kong was after coming off of Godzilla King of the Monsters, which had an amazing soundtrack, and then Godzilla vs. Kong, which was a fun movie, but I feel the soundtrack was just lacked. And what got really old to me was every time Godzilla was on screen or something was going on, it did that dun 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 dun. Like it got old because it was that all the time. And so that's one reason I'm passing on the set, is there's too many cons. The records look beautiful. Again, the color awesome picks. The color looks great. There's not enough music, not enough variety for a good set, in my opinion. Um, Next is the packaging. For me, it's also the packaging for the vinyl records. It's not just the records themselves. I like the packaging. The Godzilla vs. Kong packaging is not doing it for me. I wanted something more original. I wanted something more like eye-popping, spectacular. The Godzilla vs. Kong record packaging that they did, it's literally just the same images we've seen over and over again, just plastered on. It's not like they had an artist do original artwork or anything like that. So the record casing itself is too generic. It doesn't feel special. It just feels like just a basic movie soundtrack release. You know what I mean? So that was another thing, is like, I felt it was lacking in the art department because all we were getting were these images that we've seen over and over again. The front cover of the vinyl record is Godzilla and Kong going in for the punch. When you open it up on the inside, it's them roaring at each other, you know, when Godzilla's standing over Kong and whatnot. The back side of the vinyl record cover is Kong when he's standing on the mountain with all the floating rocks and everything like that. Good picture, but again, it's literally just ripped from the promotional shots and the movie and just plastered on there. It just seems kind of, I don't know, to me it just seemed kind of weak and lazy. I would have liked something more original. Maybe that would have given me the itch to maybe get it. It comes with a print. But the print, again, all the print is the poster for the movie, where Kong is in the city and Godzilla's in the water, and you see his dorsal spines, you know, popping out, and then Kong's in the background in the city, and it has that red and kind of bluish, you know, color tone. That's all the print is. It's just a smaller version of the poster. So, and for $40, if Waxwork Records still has it in stock and they maybe have a sale down the road, maybe I'll pick it up. But right now for $40, and really all I like is the color of the vinyl records, I'm passing. You know, it's still a cool release. If you really like the soundtrack for Godzilla vs. Kong and you're into buying vinyl records too, I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm just telling you guys my opinion and how I look at things. How I decide, do I really want this or not? Because, you know, it would be very wishful thinking and the perfect life as a collector if we could buy every single thing that came out. But you know what? There is a point in time to where, you know, we don't, and we really, we pick and choose. But, yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about the Waxwork Records release. Is it's cool, but for me, there's more cons than there are pros. And I don't want to say I'm disappointed, because Waxwork Records is a great company regardless still. But I guess I was just expecting maybe more. Like this release, other than the color of the records, again, for me, that's all that I'm interested in. Everything else, again, the print, it's a reiteration. It's the poster. You know, the packaging, it's just everything we've seen before just plastered on there. Like, at least what I've noticed too with Waxwork Records is they always try to do like original things with their packaging. So this is almost like one of the first ones they've done, I think anyway, that, I don't know, it just feels like something's lacking, and it feels like they could have did so much more. But so yeah, passing on the soundtrack. Now let me get to you guys' comments. Okay, here we go. Monster Report, we need a Blu-ray English dub made of Gorath. Yes, I agree with that. There's a lot of the Toho movies that we could use a Blu-ray release here in the States. Gorath, what was the other one? Space Amoeba would be nice. Dagara, uh, Matango, the one with the mushroom people. We need those releases here in the States. ZillaFan85, I totally agree with you on the Godzilla vs. Kong. Also, I think the 62 film is miles and miles better. You can't beat the original. You can't beat the original. Monster Report, I can definitely agree with you on your Godzilla vs. Kong point. Yep. Monster Report, let me know if you find a vinyl of King of the Monsters. Hard to find. Yeah, see, when I got into the record collecting from Waxworks and Mondo and stuff, I was a little late to the game. To where Waxworks did release a Godzilla King of the Monsters record set, but it's long since been sold out. Really kind of sad that I missed the train on that one. But Nick, I will let you know because I'm also looking for that as well. Yes, and it is expensive. That is true. ZillaFan85, and they should have reused the Bear McCrae themes from King of the... They should have. Again, Godzilla vs. Kong it seemed like it was really lacking in the score department. I feel like it could have did a lot better. Gojira851, that's fair. The King of the Monsters soundtrack is better, yes. And then Bobby Reynolds, what's up? Godzilla fan freaky. What's going on? Welcome, you guys, to Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 18, the first segment. We're just kicking back right now, talking about topics. Just got talking about Waxwork Records. In honor of the Monster Report, we are watching Varan. Varan is making his appearance out of the lake as we speak. And yeah, we talked a little bit about X Plus a little bit ago. Like always, you guys, any questions you guys have, you guys want to talk about it, you guys have a topic, you guys want to talk about a figure, you guys want to see a figure more closely, you guys want me to talk about a figure, go for it. I'm here, I'm down for whatever. We always have a blast. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with the newest Waxwork Records release. Let me make sure my chat is working good. Okay, we're awesome. Bobby Reynolds. Tuesday I fell at work. I was carrying a ladder and I missed a step on a curb. Oh man. Well, I hope you're all right. Well, I mean, it's obvious you're okay because you're here. That's always good. And but if you are, injured, you twisted your ankle or anything like that, hope you recover soon. I've always, I feel like we've always been there, whether or not we've always been carrying a ladder, but I feel there's always been something that we've carried in our lives and we always misstep. And I feel like everybody's had that fall at least once in their life. They're carrying something, they misstep, you go down, and there you go. But hope for a speedy recovery. And glad you're okay. We got 8 people on in here. At least that's what it said for me. 4 likes. Again, you guys, Atomic Blast that like button. I appreciate the support. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about today? There really hasn't been anything coming in. Everything I have is pre-order right now. So the SH Monster Arts Hedra set. Pre-ordered that the other day. So, that's finally in. Everything from X Plus, the Godzilla Ebera set, the Flying Hedra, pre-ordered. The only thing I think I have coming in is going to be the Godzilla, the gigantic Mecha Godzilla from my local buddy. That's going to be this coming week. So be on the lookout for that. Again, I'm really looking forward to that box day. That's going to be a lot of fun. The skit's going to be a lot of fun too. I guess that would be... Nick, how do you keep a Godzilla fan in suspense? Feel like this is a joke that you came up with originally. How do you keep a Godzilla fan in suspense? But, I'm looking forward to the X Plus Gigantic Mega Godzilla this next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do the skit. I guess my question to you guys would be, I revolve around Kaiju Chill O'Clock being on, and then Monster Report tell you late. tell you later. Dang. Yep, you got me. You got me in suspense. But I guess my question to you guys, wow, we got 10 people on in here. Guys, thank you guys so much for being here with me live for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 18. Awesome engagement so far. You guys are just great. Atomic blast that like button, you guys. Appreciate the support. Again, Godzilla Fan Freaks is... it's getting to the point to where it's growing, you know what I mean? And after 10 years of being on YouTube, it's nice. You know, it is nice to see. So I want you guys to know I appreciate you guys so much. But my question to you guys, before I get sidetracked again, so Kaiju Chill O'Clock, right? I revolve it around what I'm doing. Of course, you know, like Thursdays and Fridays are my weekend, so it's going to be one of those days. But like yesterday, I had some errands that I had to do. You know, my dog had to be groomed, so I had to take him to the groomers. You know, I wasn't going to have time for Kaiju Chill O'Clock yesterday. So that's kind of how I schedule it. I see which day is going to be the most free. And next week, I think both Thursday and Friday are free. My question to you guys is, next week, okay, keep in mind, I'm doing the box day with my buddy on the 15th, and he's not able to come over until the evening time. So, you know, I think he said like 6 p.m. So it'll be, you know, evening dinner time, my time, when he comes over and we do this. But my question to you guys is, next week, for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 19, would you guys want Kaiju Chill O'Clock to be on Thursday, the 15th, before the box day? Or would you guys like Kaiju Chill O'Clock to be on Friday after the box day and the skit thing, so we can talk about it and you guys can say, like, you know, how good the skit was, what you guys liked about it, or, you know, would you like that to be a conversation piece? So would you guys like Kaiju Chill O'Clock to be on Thursday next week before the box day? Or would you guys like it to be on Friday next week after the box day on Thursday? Let me know, you guys, and whatever gets the majority, that's the day I will pick. So either comment Thursday or Friday, and I should get a little piece of paper and I'll write some tally marks. Give me a second and I'll do that. And whichever one gets the most, that's what I'll do. I'm thinking Friday might be the better show, because then at least the box day and the skit can be a conversation piece for the show. But you guys let me know. You guys want it on Thursday or Friday next week? Because either day works. Just keep in mind that box day for the gigantic Mechagodzilla from X Plus from my local buddy, that's going to be on Thursday in the evening. So I'll have time to do Kaiju Chill O'Clock that day. But I think Friday next week might be the better day. But you guys comment Thursday or Friday. I'll write some tally marks, and when this segment is over, whichever day gets the most votes, that's the day that I'll do Kaiju Chill O'Clock episode 19 next week. All right? Bobby Reynolds, watching you guys, my movie reviewer friends, my favorites, watching ASMR, and some of my favorite characters does help out. That's awesome, man. Glad we can help you out with that. Gojira851, you pre-ordered the Spiral GMK. Awesome, dude. That's a beautiful looking figure. Reptile7876, what's up? A little late, but hey, that's okay. Kaiju Chill Clock's still here for a good minute. You know, we still got plenty of time on this first segment. Zillafan85, you got to head out in a minute or two, so if I don't get to say it, enjoy the rest of Kaiju Chill Clock. Be good to yourselves, everyone, and sayonara. All right, Zillafan85, thank you for chiming in. Thank you for being here. We got 11 people on in here. This is awesome, you guys. Atomic blast that like button if you haven't. We're just kicking back today, talking about topics, things coming out. I got Veron on in the background. You know, nice little... support shout out there to the Monster Report in honor of the Monster Report, because Veron is his favorite monster. So I figured, let's watch Veron today. Honor of the Monster Report. And yeah, you guys comment Thursday or Friday, or if I don't get anything, I'll probably just lean towards Friday. So, Bobby Reynolds, have I been to a buffet restaurant? Yes, I have. I've been to several buffet restaurants over the course of my lifetime. I've been to Chinese buffet restaurants. I've been to mainly a lot of Chinese buffet restaurants. I've been to some buffets out at the casinos and stuff like that. They do like seafood buffets or, surf and turf buffets. I've done that. I've been to Golden Corral. Golden Corral's really not one of my favorites, though. I don't like Golden Corral all that much. But yeah, no, so I've been to some buffets. See, guys, random questions even work. As long as they're appropriate. But, yeah, you guys. Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 18. Thank you guys for being here with me, Godzilla Fan Freaks Live. And any questions? You guys want to talk about something? Gojir851, buffets hate me. I'm guessing maybe because you eat too much. That happens to me at buffets too, though. Sometimes I do. I overeat a lot, but hey, it's a buffet, right? That's the point. One of my high school teachers, though, he used to be really joking and everything like that. And I remember one of his jokes was like, yeah, I went to the buffet down the street, but they kicked me out because they say it's all you can eat, not eat it all. And that always cracked everybody up. It was such a simple joke, but the way he set it up and said it, it was just great. Has Varan taken flight yet? No, not yet, I don't think. I don't think that's happened yet. Maybe it did. Because the military's setting up right now, so I think it's after this whole, battle scene, and then he takes flight. And then Gojir851 just a tad. It's okay, man. Like I said, I'm in the same boat. You're not alone. But, so, yeah, there really hasn't been a whole heck of a lot going on this week. Like I said, everything that I have right now is on pre-order. So there's really nothing coming in, I don't want to say anytime soon, because again, X Plus Gigantic Mechagodzilla this coming week. The week after that, probably the SH Monster Arts Hedra set, if Amazon gets their shipment on time and whatnot. That'll be coming in. My local store, Zia Records, even after Tucson Comic-Con this past weekend, those two Hedras are still down there. No one bought those yet. I still have my eye on them, and I'm asking my buddy who's the manager down there if he's going to be down there sometime this week, because I have a bag full of trade that I'm going to bring in, and I'm going to try to cushion the blow on at least one of those figures. Because one of the Hedra figures, I believe, is a large-scale Marmot, and then the other one is a CCP. The CCP, they want $200 for. A little expensive, but hopefully I can break that down. The other one, though, the large-scale Marmot, they want $350 for. So that's the one that I'm kind of hoping maybe the trade will help that price out a bit. Well, I can only hope and see. But I'm hoping to get both of those figures. If I wear my Zia Records t-shirt, I'll get 10% off my purchase. So that's also something that helps just a little. It's not much. But, Mike, the manager down there, he knows me pretty well. And, he's not going to do me wrong on trade or anything like that. And so I kind of have a good hope that at least, maybe take off a good chunk. That way, at least maybe I can get one of them, and then maybe down the road, I can just pick up the other. Reptile 7876, I'd like to see Godzilla and Varan team up. Heck yes, dude. That's something a lot of people have been wanting. Bobby Reynolds, November, I might do a Godzilla review-thon on my Togura Godzilla channel and include other kaiju films that's in the TCU. Okay. Okay. Lucy collected. All restaurants are a pain to me. Had to go low carb to keep my type 2 under control. Most places want to fill you up with carbs. That's true. Sorry to hear you have to deal with type 2 diabetes, man. That's no fun. But, glad you're hanging in there and glad you turned, life choices around for yourself. That's always good, It is always sad to see some people who just get stuck and they don't want to change their ways to better themselves. So applaud you, man, for keeping strong. Because sometimes diets can be a tough thing. That can be a hard thing. Monster Report. It used to be free to fill your tires with air at a gas station. Now it's $1.50. Know why? Inflation. Perfect timing on your inflation comment there. Nick with the jokes. He's got to keep everybody laughing. Hey, this is the point of Kaiju Chill O'Clock, you guys. It's a go with the flow type of show, and it's just a lot of fun just to hang with me, hang with you guys. Gojira851, weird idea. Godzilla movie where Godzilla is out and the Monster Island Kaiju have to rescue him. Okay. So, finally Godzilla's, captured in a way. And all the other monsters now get, center stage and get to, play a part. You know what? I don't think that's a weird idea at all. I kind of dig that. I don't think that's weird at all. I think that's a good idea. But, yeah, so a lot of stuff on pre-order. But the Godzilla and Ebra set should be coming sometime this month. X Plus Gigantic Mechagodzilla this month. SH Monster Arts Hedra this month. Hopefully, The only one that I know that's really confirmed is the X Plus Gigantic Mechagodzilla. That is this coming week. Everything else is up in the air because it is pre-ordered online. X Plus might have more delays. What are you doing with your tail behind me? Fred's moving around. I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna lay right behind me. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna lay right behind me. Good job, Fred. Everybody loves you. Lucy collected Godzilla as the damsel in distress. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Might be in. I don't think it's weird at all. I think that's an interesting movie concept. Bobby Reynolds, what does Nick Adams do when he saw? What does Nick Adams do when he saw a monster? I don't know. What does he do, Bobby Reynolds? Bobby Reynolds got jokes now. What does he do? Gojira851, like aliens or something, teleport Godzilla to a different... I wish the comments would just stay up. They fade away after a few seconds. They'll teleport Godzilla to a different world, and M1... Or is that M1, or did you mistype? M1 Kaiju fight to bring him back. Or Monster Island Kaiju. Yeah, MI. Monster Report. And then he'll do a monster report. I was going to say, when he sees a monster, he does a report, right? No, that's good. That's good. I had a feeling it was going to lean towards that direction. Everybody else runs in terror. What does Nick do? Well, everybody, today on the Monster Report, hopefully I don't get stepped on or anything like that. Maybe some radiation poisoning, but a report has to be a report. So, but yeah, so a lot of stuff just on pre-order right now. Again, I'm waiting for X Plus for it to land on the US Rick site. Should be probably maybe this next week, actually, because that's usually how they space stuff out. They space it out by a few days. But I think the X Plus Planet X alien guy, I think he's going to be on the Rick US site. So I'm definitely going to pre-order one of those because I want one of those. Talked about that earlier. Local Hedra stuff that I want, but it's kind of really inflated in price that I'm trying to cushion the blow on when the time's right to finally pull the trigger. As long as they stick around. Who knows? Maybe somebody else could totally buy them, and then one day I go in, they're not there, and it's like, you know what? Somebody probably saved me a lot of pain. At the wallet, anyway. So yeah. Trying to think what else. There really hasn't been a whole heck of a lot going on. Let me guys talk to you about what's been going on as far as one of my local buddies. So, one of my good friends, Yosh, he is... Man, am I off center? Oh, you moved. I was off center because, you know, obviously he wanted to lay behind me. I was more off to that side. But one of my good buddies, Yosh, he's a local independent artist. And me and him have been in the talks about doing some artwork for Godzilla Fan Freaks. I was talking to him the other day about kind of what I wanted and what I'm kind of looking for. And so he's going to start rough drafting some stuff. And I even talked about possibly, you know, I asked him, hey, would you like to be on the show and talk about these things and whatnot? And so I'm going to be collaborating with him. You know, he's going to do artwork, you know, for Godzilla Fan Freaks. And then later on, I might even pitch to him, hey, what do you think about collaborating in a way to where I can use the artwork, and then maybe I could make Godzilla Fan Freaks t-shirts, and you know, you would get a percentage, you know, because it's his artwork. You know, of course he deserves that, and the guy's an awesome artist. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been sharing his stuff in my stories and stuff a lot more. Make sure if you're on Instagram and you follow me, make sure you go and support Leaf Claw Studios. That's his Instagram over there, and you get to see all his artwork and everything that he's been doing. He was recently working on a Gamera art piece that was really, really cool. And yeah, so he's been in discussing with me about doing art pieces for Godzilla Fan Freaks. I told him what I'm looking for, kind of what I want. And so he's going to start rough drafting and hopefully have some stuff to show you guys, you know, before, you know, finished product. So be on the lookout on Instagram as well as the Facebook page, because I'll probably be posting pictures and progress pictures as he sends them to me, and he'll probably be sharing them too over on Instagram and tagging Godzilla Fan Freaks and whatnot. So that'll be a lot of fun. Loosely collect. I think the whole pre-order, crowdfunding, online order only, direct order shopping mindset is starting to kill my collecting, and that's everything I collect these days. I talked about that. Boy, my voice cracked. Sorry. I talked about that in like past episodes, and that kind of goes into the video I did about is physical media disappearing. And not only is it physical media, but just the storefronts in general. And I get what you're saying, Loosely Collected, is that you have the same drive that I do. Is it's nice to go out and shop and like see these things you want, physically have them in hand, whether it's a movie or whatever it may be, before you decide to buy it. And I did touch on that, how like a lot of things are just online order, pre-order, this, that, through online, digital, this, that. It kills the thrill of the hunt, you know. It does. It kills the thrill of the hunt for us us collectors to just go out and go to these collector shops, toy shops, whatever it may be, comic shops, and try to find, you know, stuff. Everything's online. So no, I understand what you're saying. It does. It does. It kind of does kill the thrill of collecting, because, you know. Not saying that a lot of, you know, people who collect are impatient. There are impatient collectors out there, don't get me wrong. But it's like right now, all I'm doing is waiting for a bunch of stuff to come in. you know, and it's all kind of going to come in at once type deal, you know, like there's a lot coming in this month, hopefully, as long as there's no other delays. So yes, I understand what you're saying there, Lucy Collected. Bobby Reynolds, what is your favorite movie of all time? Ooh, good question. Favorite movie of all time? Like absolute number one, right? Oh man, that's a good question. I have some candidates, and I'm looking over at my movie collection because I know it's over there. But ooh man, that's tough. My favorite movie of all time. I know what it is. Let me go grab it. So, Bobby Reynolds, my favorite movie of all time, out of everything, They Live. I absolutely love this movie. This is such a good movie. If you have not seen They Live, I highly recommend you see They Live. Great, great movie. I think this is one that, granted, I have the collector's edition from Scream Factory. It's just the DVD. This might be one that I should upgrade to either Blu-ray or 4K. I don't remember if it has a 4K release. I think it might. I don't know. But this is one that I should upgrade to a higher quality. But the picture on the DVD is still good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, They Live. Favorite movie of all time. Right there. Love They Live. Lucy Collected, you added Leaf Claw Studios yesterday. Thank you, man. I know he appreciates it. And yeah, I'm very happy to show you guys what he's going to come up with. I haven't seen anything yet. He's going to start rough drafting and just sketching some stuff. But he's such a great artist that I know whatever he's going to come out with, I'm going to absolutely love. The guy knows what I want. He has his style. He's going to go for it. Oh, Nick Adams, he's taking off. Veron's taking off right now. He's gliding, his little flying squirrel. Lucy Collected, the big one lately has been new exclusive stuff on the Motu line being online order only. Let's see, knowing you don't have the cash to jump on it and just watching it sell out in minutes. Yeah, that's been a problem too. That's been a big problem with online shopping. Mondo is a really good example of that. MondoShop.com, it's hard to get exclusive things on there because it'll sell out, if not in minutes, in seconds. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, dude. It does. It sucks. It really does. It really, really sucks. And then buy scalpers to resell it triple plus the cost. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. It really sucks for us collectors. You know, like, I've always explained it in a way as being an artist myself and knowing other people who are artists and everything like that. Like, we have stuff that we come up with and we make and whatnot. But for somebody to buy it and then maybe you see your piece or what you created just on another website or another platform and it's flipped for, again, double if not triple the price. As an artist, even though I got paid for the piece, that still wouldn't sit well with me because I would want my work again, whether it's a figure or an artwork poster or whatever it is, I feel like you would want your work to go to somebody who actually values it, who actually wants it for it, not just wants it to flip and don't even care about it. They just care about making more money. Like, coming from me as an artist, that's the way I would look at things. And there's no way to regulate that with online sales because, again, you don't know who's buying it. And again, a good majority of people who are buying these things are scalpers. I can't even find a PS5 still in stores. You know, like totally different from, you know, physical media to figure collecting, video game consoles, all that stuff. It's all suffering. You know, I still can't find a PS5 in stores because they're not selling them in stores. They're only doing it through online, and in online, whenever they get any stock, boom, they're like gone. You know, so that's just really good examples out there, and it's a pain in the butt. It's a big pain in the butt. And sometimes if you really want something, you know, some collectors are really either having to skip on something they really want because they can't pull the trigger at the time, or I've actually been seeing some people who pull the trigger and then like a few days later or once they get it in hand, they're like, yeah, this was a mistake of a purchase for me. I really wanted it, but I realize I can't afford it. And they're going to sell their pre-order or sell the figure for what they paid for it. I've seen that a lot too. You know, people selling their pre-orders. People selling the figure once they get it in hand because they can't afford it. And it just sucks, man. It just sucks. And Monster Report, love the shot of him effortlessly flying himself across the sky. He's just gliding, man. Bobby Reynolds, speaking of Scream Factory, what's your thoughts on them pulling grease on, or what? On pulling grease on Child's Play Blu-ray case? Do you mean putting grease? You know what? I didn't hear about that. Again, I'm not really a big horror fan. Not a big Child's Play fan. Never was into Chucky or anything like that. If there's a horror character I'm into, it's Freddy Krueger. If I really had to pick somebody, it's Freddy Krueger for me. But so I didn't hear about that. So what are they doing? They're putting grease on the Blu-ray case? Like, how? I'm gonna have to look into that. But if you can, put in a comment, how? I don't understand how that works. And why grease? Why would they be putting grease? Again, I haven't seen the Child's Play movies in like forever because I feel like I've seen them all maybe once or twice and that was it. I just never really was into the Chucky movies. But I'm trying to think, why would they put grease? I don't know. Lucy Collected, I'm behind the times. I'm still trying to find a used PS4 at a decent price. Dang, man. You'll find one. with video game consoles, that at least the past generations, all it has to do with is time. One of these days, you'll find one for the right price. It may take some time, but I think it's because the PS4 is still kind of popular because nobody can buy a PS5. I maybe know 2 people that have PS5s. That's it. Everybody else I know is still rocking PS4. Okay, maybe 3. I think I know 3 people who have PS5s. But still, there's a lot of people that are still just rocking PS4. I rock PS4. Heck, I still have a PS3. I got my Nintendo Wii in the other living room, you know? So yeah, Bobby Reynolds, tell me about that grease, man. What's going on with that? I'll have to look into it myself. Definitely after I'm done streaming today, I'm going to look into that. Because that's weird. To me, that's weird. Man, Veron's in the ocean right now. The planes are going after him. Loosely Collected, you've seen my console collection on Instagram and Facebook. I have plenty of old stuff to play, and I'm generally 1 or 2 generations behind on gaming. Yeah, no, I have, dude. Dude, your stuff is amazing. You have quite the setup and collection, that is for sure, man. No, I dig your stuff. I dig your stuff 100%, man. I think it was you that you got like a case of like older generation games, and there were some Godzilla games, and I was like, dang, man, those look flawless. You want to donate them? But, oh man. Yeah, no. Purchasing stuff is definitely not the way that it was. That, and another thing that's really hard, and I've talked about it before, and then the pile of PS2 and Sega Genesis stuff, yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Dude, yeah, there's some flawless looking gems in there. The Star Wars Battlefront games, the Godzilla Save the Earth, stuff like, man, I was kind of drooling over that case. There was some good stuff in there. Good stuff in there that's hard to find for decent prices, that's for sure. But, yeah, nah, another thing, though, that sucks about the whole online purchasing, digital, this, that, companies like X Plus and a lot of these others, they just drop figure after figure after figure, you know, like, and sometimes they release a few things at a time, and it's like, oh, you're dropping both the things that I want at once, and I gotta spend like $900. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. It's like, some of these companies, I feel like they need to slow down on their releases a little bit, because it's kind of hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with so much stuff coming out. It's really hard to keep up. You know, we're not made out of money. We don't got money trees in our yards as much as we wish we did. And then Lucy Collected, the buddy that gave them to me has always taken really good care of his stuff. That's awesome, man. See, that sounds like me. I take good care of my stuff. I have DVDs and movies and video games that I've had for years, and they still look pretty much brand spanking new. And that's because I take care of my stuff. It's like, you know, whenever the day comes that whoever inherits my stuff, they're going to have flawless movies, figures, whatever it may be, electronics, stuff like that. Because I keep everything clean. I keep everything, you know, I just keep everything in order. You know, it doesn't get too hot or too cold in my house or the places I've been. You know, I always keep a nice temperature for things. You know, there's hardly anything that's wrong with anything that I have. So, no, that's awesome. And then you were amazed at the PS2 Fat that he gave me, a load tray that works flawlessly, most break over time and use. That's true, man. Yeah, I've had that happen. Even with newer stuff. It sucks when it happens with the newer stuff. I remember when I started having, back when I had an Xbox 360, the tray for it would get stuck. And when I took it into a place, they're like, oh yeah, like this little, like, the little belt that goes around like the gears for it or whatever, if that gets like too dirty or if you don't clean it right, it like gets like stiff and sticky and it messes up. I had to replace that thing over the course of maybe 3 times when I owned an Xbox 360, and I feel like that was 3 times too many. I feel like, having to replace that. But then my PS2 and other older consoles, you know, those trays still work just fine. It was literally the Xbox 360 that I was having issues with. And it was like 3 times over the course of owning it. No, not doing it. But no, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome right there. But yeah, no, companies need to slow down. They're releasing too much at once, and it's hard for us to keep up. And then that's when I also get the vibes that Chris, the former Goji Fan 93, would get, to where it didn't feel like collecting anymore. It didn't feel like collecting. It felt more like a monthly bill. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't fun. And you know, sometimes I get those vibes too. In all honesty, sometimes I do. Now there will be a point in time to where I am going to stop. You know, probably once I fill up all the space that I have, I think that's going to be it for me. Whether I end up selling some stuff at that point, I don't know. But I think that there is going to be a time in my life to where I'm done. I'm comfortable. My shelves are filled. I'm happy. I'll still do Kaiju Chill O'Clock even when I run out of stuff to do. You know, I'm still going to be doing Kaiju Chill O'Clock for a long time, I hope. I hope this show, you know, the gas for it keeps going, because I have a lot of fun with it. So even if I run out of stuff to review, I'm still going to do Kaiju Chill O'Clocks. There's always going to be stuff to talk about. Lucid Chambers, the 360 seemed like a horror story anyway. Tray issues, laser issues, red ring, dude, yeah, the Xbox 360 was jacked up, man. It was jacked up. Bobby Reynolds, that's what I've heard from one of my friends, Matt, Ramble for Life. What I heard, they put chicken grease in the case and the disc and put them to the... That's... Huh. I'm going to have to look that up. That's weird. That's really weird. Why would you do that? I feel like that would be bad. That's weird. Lucy Collected, I always ask myself when I'm going to stop. My answer is to myself, I don't know. I can agree with that too. Because for me, right now, I pick and choose. You know, like, I don't buy everything that comes out. I do have to pick and choose, and I have to be very selective, because I do only have so much space left. I want stuff that I really want. So in reality, I don't know when my shelves will be completely filled. I don't know when I'll stop. But I will know once every... You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know when, but I will know when. That's kind of what it is for me. Oh, man. They're still battling with this monster in the ocean. Gojira851, hey man, I'm headed out. Have a nice day, everyone. Hey, Gojira851, you have a great one, buddy. Have a great rest of your Friday. I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Usually sometimes I open with that. Everybody having a good Friday? Everybody looking forward to their weekend that starts tomorrow? My work week starts tomorrow? That's okay. You know what? I actually don't mind having Thursdays and Fridays off. For me, it's actually kind of nice. I'm happy with my job. I'm happy with my schedule. What more could I ask? Talking so much so my throat's getting dry. Again, if nobody comments, I'm going to lean towards doing next week's show on Friday. I didn't see anybody comment Thursday or Friday. They want Kaiju Chill Clock episode 19. So if nobody does, I'm going to do it on Friday. Because I feel like the box day and the skit that I'm doing this next week is going to be a nice conversation-like piece. Talk about it and whatnot. Bobby Reynolds, what's my favorite character death and least favorite character death? My Favorite character death. Okay. That's tough because now that I'm thinking about it, character deaths, ooh. I mean, of course, Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Destroya comes to mind. As much as it brings tears to our eyes, it's a very nice character death. So I would have to list that as not a favorite, as I'm like, oh yeah, Godzilla's dead finally. It's more as like it was very well done. So Godzilla's death from Godzilla vs. Destroya is definitely a favorite. Non-Godzilla movies though, I have to go with my favorite Star Wars movie, which is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon's death is one of my favorites. The emotion and everything that Obi-Wan goes through and whatnot in that scene. And again, the soundtrack, the Duel of the Fates and everything like that. And Qui-Gon's my favorite Jedi, keep in mind. But I do like the death. There's a lot of emotion, and again the music and everything like that. So I definitely have to go with Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon's death, Godzilla's death, Godzilla vs. Destroya. And then if I have to pick another favorite death scene, the Terminator from Terminator 2. When he has to, when they have to lower himself. When he has to lower him, they have to lower him into the molten steel and everything like that. Because, John Connor kind of saw a father figure and a good, a friend within the Terminator, and they build that relationship through the movie and everything like that. So yeah, the death in Terminator 2, Godzilla vs. Destroya, and Star Wars The Phantom Menace, those are hard to pick just one for me. I like all three of those, so I have to pick those for my favorite death scene. My least favorite death scene? Man, that's a good question. Man, least favorite death scene. I'm looking at all my movies and I'm trying to think. Least favorite death scene's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. Like I'm just trying to think. Sorry, guy. Like this question, I feel like I have to answer it. But it's a hard question. It's really making my brain work through my whole movie library. Least favorite death. I can't think of one. I'm trying to think of a least favorite death scene. And I cannot think of one at all. If there's something I want to say, and it was just because the movie was kind of garbage, like it had its moments, but for what it did to the movies that came before it, it really screwed up. I guess if I had to pick a least favorite death scene, probably the beginning of Terminator Dark Fate and them just offing John Connor. Totally undoing one of the best movies of all time, Terminator 2. Like, just totally taking a huge dump on it. Like, really? You just made the other Terminator movies, like, just pointless and worthless. Like, what are you doing? Probably least favorite death would be that. When they just off John Connor at the beginning of Dark Fate. I thought that was dumb. Dark Fate was a really bad Terminator movie. I like Terminator Salvation over Dark Fate. And then Bobby Reynolds, you'll choose Thursday. And then Loosely Collected, he's headed to work. Later, Tater. Hey, man. Thanks for coming, Jonathan. Always good to have you. And yeah, sorry I didn't get to that sooner. I was just really thinking about that question. Good question, though. Very good question. That was Bobby Reynolds, right? Yes. Very good question, Bobby. Very good question. Really made me think on that one. That was a tough one to answer. If I have to pick a honorable mention favorite death, the end of Death Proof with Kurt Russell. If you haven't seen Death Proof, keep in mind it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, so definitely not for the kids or anything like that. But Kurt Russell plays like a serial killer basically that kills women with his car. His car that's why the movie's called Death Proof. He's a stuntman turned serial killer, and his car, he could crash it some crazy way, and he's gonna survive. But the second group of women that he comes across for the final part of the movie, they actually end up fighting back and they beat him. And the way that he's killed, it's hilarious. As much as I love Kurt Russell's character in that movie, the way he's killed is just great. They just beat the crap out of him. So that's an honorable mention for a favorite death. Terminator Dark Turd is awful. Dude, it is. It's really bad. It's really bad. I did not like Dark Fate whatsoever. The only reason I have Dark Fate is because I upgraded so over the course of time, I've been slowly upgrading my movie collection to higher quality. You know what I mean? So movies that I own, periodically, I'll just buy one or two here and there and replace them with either Blu-ray or even, Blu-ray 4K Blu-ray packs. Just depending on what's available, and whatnot. And so when they came out with that Terminator Blu-ray collection, all the Terminator movies that I did have, I had on DVD. I did have Genesis on Blu-ray. Genesis I liked. Terminator Genesis I did enjoy. I had that on Blu-ray already, but I eventually just traded that into Zia Records. But I replaced all my Terminator movies with that Terminator Blu-ray collection set. So that's the only reason I have Dark Fate. Have I watched Dark Fate since the movie theater? No. I own Dark Fate, but I have not watched it. Probably never will. Unless I really feel like having a dumpster fire of a time. But yes. So yeah, I slowly replace my movies with higher qualities over times. Recently just did that with my Star Wars movies. Star Wars movies, all I had were DVDs. I had episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on all DVDs. I recently upgraded them to the 4K Blu-ray packs. So I have my Star Wars movies upgraded to higher quality. I actually was having a Star Wars day yesterday, actually. I was watching pretty much all the movies, not in order, but just like all over the place. I was doing that yesterday. So I had a Star Wars day yesterday. And I still have to finish Return of the Jedi, though. I didn't finish that one last night, so I'm going to finish that probably after the stream today. And yeah, so I upgrade my movies, and that's the only reason I have Dark Fate, is because I got that pack. But I hate it regardless. But yeah, no, I always try to upgrade my physical media to a higher quality if I just owned DVDs and whatnot. Kind of why I'm hoping maybe Criterion will come out with a Heisei and Millennium Godzilla collection set, since they did Showa already. Kind of really hoping Criterion does that. Because I don't have all the Godzilla movies on a higher quality. A lot of them I still do have on DVD. pretty much all the Heisei and all Millennium movies I have on DVD. I don't have any of the Blu-rays. So there's all that. Yeah. I see I've lost some interest of some people. We only got 4 people on in here, but that's okay. I know some people had to head out. And yeah. So like always, guys, let's just keep the conversations going. We're having a good, fun time. We're at 1 hour and 24 minutes. Not bad. You know, probably not going to go over the time today. Probably going to end it at the 2-hour mark today, but that's okay. Kaiju Chill Clock does not end here. Remember, I'm over on Facebook Live after I'm done here. And then there, we can actually watch a movie together. I'm thinking about watching Gamera vs. Gauss, the Showa, over on the Facebook segment, and maybe get like halfway through it, and then that's when we get halfway through a movie on Facebook, and then the other half of the movie, that's when I finish Kaiju Chill Clock with the 3rd and final segment on Instagram. So don't worry, you guys. Always remember, Kaiju Chill Clock does not end here on YouTube. The party continues for 2 more whole segments, just on different platforms. But no, I'm having good today. Veron, he's washed ashore, or not washed ashore, walked ashore. Military's going after him. They're giving their last ditch effort. Get some monster military action on in here. Why not, right? All right, before YouTube decides to ping me for whatever stupid reason. Again, I can't believe YouTube did not ping me last week for showcasing the whole record of War of the Gargantuas. I can't believe it. If you guys have noticed, I've been working on putting up the print. Well, you probably haven't noticed because I haven't showed you. But let me flip the camera around a couple times here. And so I've been working on putting up... Ooh, that zoomed in really quick. I've been working on putting up the prints from the vinyl records that I've been getting. So there's the War of the Gargantuas right up there. Thought that was a good spot for it. Over here, I have the one from King Kong Escapes. Thought that looked nice over there, right above where, you know, the records and everything get played. Let's see, over here, I have the Masters of the Universe Revelation print over kind of with the Masters of the Universe stuff. And then I got the Mothra one I stuck right over here. And then the only one I haven't put up yet is the one from the Waxworks Showa collection. Yet to put that one up. I want to find a good spot for that one because I do like that print. And let's flip that back to me, set the camera back down. And yes. So, yeah. And then, of course, all my records I have over there. So there's where all my records are. I always have the newest one being the face. So got War of the Gargantuas there. But yeah. So that's that. I'm just trying to think of things to talk about here. Bobby Reynolds' favorite character death is Godzilla Meltdown. Ramirez' death from Highlander 2. That's a good one. And least favorite character death, Han, Luke from Disney Star Wars, Newt, Alien 3. Yeah, I don't like Alien 3 at all. Like, for me, Alien ended with aliens. I only really count the first 2 films. I don't count anything after. I don't like Alien 3. I don't like Alien Resurrection. And then, yeah, and then talking about Han and Luke, those would have made it in, but in my reality, my opinion, Han and Luke are still alive. Why? I don't count the Disney trilogy. Almost everything that Disney has put out Star Wars wise has been garbage. I did not like the sequel trilogy at all. The Force Awakens Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. I do not count Disney's trilogy at all. Star Wars, for me, ended with Return of the Jedi. That's it. Rogue One I enjoyed. Rogue One I thought was really good. The Mandalorian, really good. Obi-Wan Kenobi could have been maybe a lot better, but it was still decent. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that Disney, I don't like. Their Star Wars trilogy, their movies really sucked. Did not like them whatsoever. I like Kylo Ren as a character, but yeah, that's really the only thing I like from the new movies was Kylo Ren. But that's just my opinion. If you like what Disney's been doing, more power to you. I'm not gonna dog on you for it, but just my opinion. I don't count the Disney movies at all. They don't exist. It sucks that Carrie Fisher is now gone. So even if they are, or somebody down the road decides to redo the whole Star Wars sequel trilogy and do it better, what's going to suck now is you don't have Carrie Fisher. They're either going to have to digitally CGI her in somehow, or they're just going to have her die off screen. Sad, that's the only way I really see it working. And but in reality, I'm totally fine with Star Wars ending with Return of the Jedi. For me, Star Wars doesn't need to be continuations of the movies. In my opinion, there doesn't. They can do they can do series and like side stories and stuff in between and aftermaths of things or whatever. That's fine. But as far as movies go, they don't need to make any more Star Wars movies. They don't. Return of the Jedi was a perfect ending. They're still just bombing Varan here, but again, thank you guys for being here with me for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 18, the first segment here on YouTube. Thank you guys for your likes. Atomic blast that like button if you have not already. And like always, guys, comment questions. You guys want to talk about a topic. You guys want to talk about a figure. You guys want me to talk about a figure. Well, that's kind of 1 and 2. You guys want to talk about a figure that I can pull off a shelf, talk about. You guys want to take a closer look at something. Let me know. Kaiju Chill Clock, there's never a set schedule. Go with the flow kind of show. Fred is here and still sacked out. Shin Godzilla t-shirt from Cavity Colors Showcase. Woo! I'm just having fun, you guys. If you are just now tuning in, or if you're if you're just now tuning in, or whatever it may be, right now what I have on in the background is Varan, watching it in honor of Nick Adams from the Monster Report, his favorite kaiju, definitely one of his favorite movies, I'm for sure as well. So yes, in honor of him. And actually, leading into in honor of people, what I was talking about earlier, my buddy Yosh, who's the local artist who's going to be doing artwork for Godzilla Fan Freaks, that's kind of why I'm watching a Gamera movie on the next 2 segments, is because his favorite kaiju is Gamera. He loves Gamera. So I thought, in honor of him, to give him shout-outs and support and whatnot, going to be watching Gamera versus Gauss from 1967 on the next 2 segments. Let me make sure my chat's still working. Live chat. Yeah, it's still working. Last comment was Bobby Reynolds telling me his favorite deaths. I hope I picked some good ones for my favorite, deaths and stuff like that. I think I did. Again, I as much as I don't like the deaths, you do like them. You know what I mean? Because they're well done. The emotion, the music, all that stuff. Even though you may not like a character dying, you can still like a character dying. Does that make sense? Oh man. Veron swallows a bomb, right? Don't they get him to like swallow a bomb or dynamite or something like that? And they basically just blow it up from the inside. So yeah, that just happened. Veron just ate it, and then I think now he's destroying a building. I love Veron. Veron's such a good kaiju movie. Stock footage from Godzilla 54 in it, though. I feel like that's hilarious that there's stock footage of Godzilla 54 in it. Bobby Reynolds, Terminator Genesis is awful as well. Oh, man. See, I don't know if you caught it earlier, if you dipped out for a minute. But for me, I actually liked Terminator Genesis. I thought Terminator Genesis wasn't bad. Now, my least two favorite Terminator movies are Terminator Salvation and Dark Fate. I will still watch Salvation, though, over Dark Fate. Dark Fate is definitely bottom of the barrel. Absolutely hate it. But yeah, Terminator Genesis, now, I've heard that. A lot of people did not like Terminator Genesis. But I enjoyed it. Like, I thought it was alright. That's just me, though. But I do love Terminator 1, 2, and 3. 2 especially. I feel like 2 is a lot of people's, like... A lot of people love 2. Terminator 2 is, like, one of the best movies of all time. Like, I think there's a list of movies out there, and, like pretty much considered, like, top-tier greatest films ever. You know what I mean? Alien is one of them, I think. I think even the first Predator is on that list. Terminator 2 is on that list, I believe. I feel like Avatar's on that list. And I know Avatar is also still the highest grossing movie of all time. I think even Aliens is on that list. But see, now that's one that I never got. I never got the hype with Avatar. To this day, I still don't. I only saw Avatar one time in the movie theater. Never saw it again. I never understood the hype or will. I don't. I don't understand it. I don't. Avatar is one movie that I didn't get. How are we? Are we still live, you guys? Did I cut out at all? Anybody comment? Let me know how everything's going. Because for some reason, my PlayStation 4 just told me Wi-Fi connection was lost. But I still see that I'm live. But my Wi-Fi connection is not on. Huh. I wonder what went on with my internet. As long as I'm still live, it's okay. But you guys, yeah, Bobby Reynolds, we are still live. Okay, so my feed didn't mess up in any way. That was weird, though. Sometimes my internet drops, but it's been a minute since it's randomly dropped like that. I might have to go check my modem here really quick. But yeah, Veron's over and done with. So we finished Veron. Not going to pop in another movie, though, till the next segment. So I'll just leave the menu for Veron on right now. We're back on the menu screen. Wow, it just seems like I just showed the menu screen not long ago when we started the movie, and now we're already back at the menu screen again. But, yeah, so... Recenter my camera there. Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on there. What's going on here? Yeah, my internet just... Is it still... Yeah, let me go check my modem really quick, you guys. I'm glad that we're still live, but... I don't know. Let me just go check. I don't know why it went out. Yeah, my modem's flashing blue. I think it's trying to reestablish its connection. But I paid the bill, promise. Me and my wife, we just paid all the bills the other day. So there's no reason that Wi-Fi should be out. We just paid all our bills the other day. So not sure what's going on with that. But the show will continue on as long as my network connection keeps up now, I guess. And we got about another 20 minutes. I mean, I guess I could end this segment early. It just really depends on your guys' engagement. I'm kind of out of things to talk about at the moment. Kind of talking about everything we wanted to today. So again, you guys got anything? Your guys' show. So anything, come on through, comment, maybe I'm here. If not, though, I'm actually okay with ending this segment just a tad early, and then we'll move on over to Facebook Live and watch a Gamera movie and go from there. I'll see if I can't get my internet connection stable again. And Bobby Reynolds, do I have StreamYard? I do not. I need to get StreamYard, though. If I am going to eventually dabble in that, definitely am going to get StreamYard for a streaming service, and then that way I can have guests on a show and whatnot, and we can run things that way. But as it stands right now, not doing it quite yet, because I need it to be the right time to really fit StreamYard into the budget, and I want to be able to make use of StreamYard. You know what I mean? I just don't want to have it and then just be paying for it and not really using it. I want to be able to establish it and use it. So StreamYard is definitely on the back burner for me. Do not worry about that. It's definitely the one that I'm going to go with. Well, now it says my Wi-Fi's back, so I guess maybe it just dipped out for a minute. Weird. Sometimes it happens. Internet drops. Whatever. And well, if there's not a lot of engagement here between now and an hour and 45 minutes, you guys, I think I'm going to close this segment out, if that's okay. It's not your guys' fault. Sometimes this may just happen on Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Sometimes the segments might be a little shorter than normal. It really just depends on the engagement and whatnot and questions we get. And, of course, topics and things to showcase. I don't really have a vinyl record to show you guys today. I don't have a new figure I don't have anything like that to go over with you guys. We kind of talked about everything already. So, Bobby Reynolds, my number one favorite film is a tie-up with GMK and Hard Target. Wow, GMK for like an absolute favorite all-time movie? See, I love Godzilla, don't get me wrong. I can pick a favorite Godzilla movie, but as an all-time favorite film, as much as I love Godzilla, I couldn't fit in a Godzilla movie into my all-time favorite movies. In all honesty, I just couldn't. So that's surprising that you have one, and a Millennium one at that. And so GMK being possibly one of your all-time favorites, that's pretty cool. And then Hard Target, yeah, that's a tough choice. That is a tough choice right there, my friend. We got about one more minute. I'm probably going to close it out, though, you guys. That's okay, though. We'll be over on Facebook Live next, momentarily. Give me a minute or two. Fill up my cup, a little bit more to drink and whatnot, and, yeah. I think I'm going to close it out. Again, it's not your guys' fault. Just we ran out of things on this segment, Again, I don't have a vinyl record to show you guys or anything like that. But Bobby Reynolds, we'll see you over there. All right, guys. Well, if you guys are okay with it, I'm just going to close out this first segment. So, without further ado, you guys, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Thank you for being here with me live for the first segment of Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 18. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Atomic Blast like button, Atomic Blast that notification bell. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook. And then lastly, don't forget to follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Instagram. That way you don't miss any news, things that are coming up, updates, and you don't miss one of the 3 segments of Kaiju Chill O'Clock. Ultron Kaiju! Oh man, he's coming to the party right at the end. I was just ending this segment, and I'm moving on to Facebook Live next. I'm sorry. Oh, I hate that. That's one thing I do hate, is when people, that I've become good friends with through Kaiju Chill O'Clock and through doing Godzilla Fan Freaks, they chime in and it's the end of the show, or at least the end of the first segment. I just closed it out, so I really can't continue. I'm sorry, Ultron Kaiju. I'm sorry, man. 10, he says, take it easy. It's not a problem. Thank you for understanding. I'm sorry, buddy. Man, I feel bad now. It's okay. There's always next week, you guys. And again, next week after that, Kaiju Chill Clock is going to continue on going, you guys. So anyway, you guys, we'll see you over on the Facebook segment here shortly. Give me a few minutes to transition and little intermission time. Get your snacks, get something to drink, get your lunch, early dinner, whatever it may be, your time. And I'll be over on Facebook Live shortly. So this is Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we'll see you over there. And if not, we'll see you next week for Kaiju Chill O'Clock, episode 19. Catch you later.